Welcome.
All right. I don't know if I redid that one for the banner. I was going to do something. Um,
Uh,
the one I had one for. Didn't I have one for card reading? I thought. Did I have that one done or not?
I'm not sure we ever uploaded that one. Doesn't look like we did.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
we doubt. I don't think that never got
Well,
uploaded.
dang it.
Let me see if I still got it.
I thought I shared it with you, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I let's see if I still.
I can probably finish it and just have it ready, but
I know there's a couple of them that's probably never got uploaded.
okay, don't worry about it then. If you don't want
But I
to.
can't
Oh,
confirm which one is the right one.
right.
Yeah. So what I probably might do is I'll share before you the filter and see if you can find the right one.
Okay. Share that on Skype. Yeah, share it with me on Skype.
Yeah. So yep. Some technical problems at the start. We do to apologize, but I think we'll just go on with it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, just go ahead. I just wanted to maybe share that one, but if we don't have it ready, don't worry about it. Yeah, I know the one I had, I didn't have a time on it and wasn't sure what I wanted to actually put on it, and but that's okay. I just
Yeah.
hope maybe
All
it
right.
could drum up some more interesting people to read. Check with Kevin, and I don't know about Maria if she's awake or not. So
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna see about.
Charles, if he's interested, we're not going to talk any bullshit tonight. We're just going to have a fun, open discussion about absolutely nothing. All right, not trying to piss anybody off, not trying to make anybody overly excited.
Okay.
Just trying to get back to the normal, happy-go-lucky, fun time.
Okay, you
But
want Charles, Maria.
we don't want to be talking any misinformation either.
Yeah, we already have problems with it lately.
Yeah, I got a notice in my email from YouTube said, "Oh, we had to remove a video of yours from Survivor Circle." I'm thinking, uh, they mentioned, they said, "Oh, well, I don't think you intended for this to happen, but we had to remove your video." And right as I'm asking myself, what video? Survivor Circle. Survivor Circle, that was like, when was the last time Charles was on my channel?
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't date or put an episode number. I got to be the one to do it.
Well, I never have for Friday night because I've always done it Friday night usually. So you can
Yeah.
count back Friday night if you want to count back. I don't know, count
See,
back.
okay, so when we did Survivor Circle, everything was still audio only.
Right.
It was Thursdays before Spaceway.
Yeah.
And then Chris Harmon took over, and we had to
Yeah.
move them to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And and that's been the format ever since.
Of course, now we have our friend Maureen.
Oh yeah, let me get a. Yeah. Oh yeah, we do get Maureen from Dimensions of the
Yep.
Supernatural.
And hopefully she'll be with us for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah, we hope so too.
I want I want to be able to have a lot of people working with
Yeah.
us.
Now we do have a new show in October, at the very first of October, but we're going to spare the details for it until we get closer.
I thought you were going to spill the beans.
Yeah,
It's not even September yet.
right. We're just in the middle of August.
Well, this won't affect any other shows. You keep that in mind. It won't affect anyone
Yeah.
else.
So even if Kevin
Um,
and Tiff comes back, everybody would still be on the
yeah.
Errt network.
Well, I wouldn't mind it if somehow we could fit a streaming time on with Kevin and Tiffany. On the maybe not on that same night that they do their show, but have it on a different night. Like maybe streaming on a Saturday night. Hey,
What's
Amy.
up, Amy? What's up, Amy?
All right. So yeah, we're gonna have some exciting uh, addition to our weekly. Remember now, my goal as the owner, my goal is to fill in every single night with the show. And we're all not all going to agree with everything that everyone's talking about. I can
Yeah.
guarantee you that. But what we want to do is we want to fill in every single night. That's what sells the tickets. Not that
Yeah.
we're really selling tickets, but you know what I'm saying. That's what makes us points. That's what makes us viewers. That's what makes us maybe some profit if we get someone to sponsor us. But they have to like what they see. Okay, they have to enjoy the shows. I mean, I enjoyed Marine's show with Greg last night. If you missed it, please go back and watch it.
Yeah, because we know something. This gives me an idea. We need to bring Craig here
Yeah.
for more of those
Well, reach out.
unholy whatever.
Reach out to him.
I thought you know him more.
Huh?
I thought you know him because I never met him.
Yeah.
You be the one that be getting him on the line.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, we'll see if because I don't have Craig on Facebook.
Why not?
I just don't.
Craig Ansel, real easy. Come on.
Yeah, I just don't have him.
Come on.
Plus, I don't go to a show whenever he was around.
He's on Joey's show every other Thursday. Almost.
I don't even go to. Yeah, I got
Oh,
Craig.
come on. You need to. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
That's your homework from now on. Just kidding. I don't need to stress you out. I'm kidding. Calm down. I'm kidding you. Okay, let me get that sent over to Craig. I'll at least send him an invite anyway. Alright, hold on. I can't ask Jessica Knuckles because she's going to be on with Joey pretty soon. And I don't want to spoil the fun with his show if I have her on first. Wait till I actually get her book, and after I read some of her book, then I'll be able to. I don't know if they'll join us or not.
Are you tapping on the laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, that's the problem with the microphone on the laptop, right?
well, yeah, but have you
I,
confirmed it with a different microphone?
no, that is
See,
the
that's
reason.
one thing you should have done is confirmed it with a different microphone.
I can't do that right now because remember my USB ports are not working.
Yeah, but you can still could have got that chat and see if it's the mic or the plug.
It was the plug as far as I could tell.
Well, we've been begging you, please get it checked before you think about sponging on a new computer.
I already got it.
Uh,
Be here next week.
yeah, it's like every time you get yourself a new computer, you're always going to have problems. Just you should have just went up ahead and get an estimate at a repair shop. Stupid. Well, I was looking for a penny. Yeah, I'm pretty darn sure that the fact checker was gonna do something about it.
About what? What happened?
About that Survivor Circle when
Oh
before.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't bother me. They said, oh, you didn't get a strike, but we're just giving you a warning. It's like, okay. How
Yeah,
far are they going back? How far are they going back, though? That's the question.
yeah. Now the world does not have time for another pandemic.
What
Yeah, we
now?
got the world does not have time for another pandemic.
No.
But now you got the mpox from somewhere in the middle of Africa,
Yep.
and it's causing problems again.
Oh yeah. Gonna start right at November 5th. Actually,
Yeah,
it'll be November 1st. But I didn't
you're,
say nothing. I didn't say that. Don't
yeah,
quote me on that.
yeah. It's like, dude, we just got done with COVID, even though it's still around.
Don't say that.
Uh,
They still don't like you to say that.
Yeah, I don't care. But
Trust me, they don't like it.
I know. It is slow. Yeah, we can see it, Amy. We can see it. It's just like I said. We don't have time for another pandemic. That's that because we got Sweden with a case. I think there was one more, like somewhere close to China, and China's going to give no bull about it. So in China, they're checking everybody to see if they got that new disease from Africa. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah, yeah. 47 away to 1,000. It's going to be hard doing a subathon at that rate.
Yeah. For 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
And
getting there.
mostly subdons, it's not a YouTube thing. It's supposed to be a Twitch thing. Yeah. Plus, we don't even know what we're gonna talk about unless now now you do hear about the Jordan Charles controversy and the appeal, and that the Romanian said, "Hey, we want our bronze medal back."
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
think
boy.
everything was done as correctly as planned. And I think she should have kept that bronze
You mean
because
that you think that she did it right and she didn't make the mistake, or you think it was the timekeeper's fault?
um,
What do
you
you
see,
think?
I think there's a period that you can submit an inquiry,
Oh, okay, I got you.
and the Romanians protested after the fact.
And it wasn't within the time limit that they were supposed to complain.
Yeah, because yeah, yeah. I think that was they should have just let her be. They should just let her be. And there should be some new rules when it comes to team figure skating, regardless if you're going to have Russia back or not.
Yeah.
Because if one member of your team in team figure skating gets got got tested positive for illegal substances, the whole team should be stripped away from the points and put that disqualification mark up on there.
And any player in that team, unfortunately, and
Because if one's going to do it, everybody's going to do it. I don't.
now if a single player outside of the team is from the same country, that doesn't mean he's guilty. Outside of the team. Okay, so you have some team, like say, I don't know what team you need to help with,
Yeah,
but just say like you have an individual runner compared to the other track team, say the relay race.
yeah,
One member out of the relay team, okay, that put the bad mark, rather, that put the bad mark on everybody on the team, because
right.
everyone is supposed to be looking out for the other. It's called a team sport for a reason.
Yeah,
Okay, the old saying, "There's no I in team," right?
yeah,
And so if there's no I in team, then everyone is looking out for the other person's back. Nothing is supposed to be getting by, and
hmm
that means that if someone's doing something illegally, then it needs to be talked about, whether that's ratting somebody out or whatever you want to call it, but it's for the safety of the athlete and for the safety of the sport itself.
the
Okay,
games. Yeah,
so it's not about ratting anybody out and causing somebody a hard time, you know, or not anyone being a snitch. It's about the person doing the right thing for
yeah.
the Olympics. You know,
You remember the Tokyo?
or any sport, not just the Olympics, any sport.
Yeah. I mean, this gets talked a lot since the 2020 or 2021, whatever you may want to call it, because yeah, when that other thing happened, Tokyo was supposed to be doing the games, and then they had to wait until 2021. But did you know about those two? I think it was either pole vault or high jump. They the referee want to keep it on a jump off, but they just say no, no, no. We're becoming champions. And I think there was a Quatarian and another country that just became co-champions.
Mm. I did see the one guy on the pole vault where he kept he disqualified himself twice. Of course, he had 2 tries, right?
Yeah.
And he
I mean, you can keep on going here in high jump or pole vault until you can't do it anymore.
he did it like 3 times, I think, was it, and
Yeah,
twice
if
he
you can't
failed.
do it, if you can't do it 3 times, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, he was disqualified.
No, his marks will count if he did do a successful jump.
He didn't though.
Yeah, it's just like when you do a successful jump, you can keep going with a higher. But as long as you do it, you're pretty much ready to go.
Yeah.
I think there was one in Sweden that did the highest of the highest, got the world record where everybody was like, "We're in shambles. We're in shame."
Yeah.
I think it was a 6'4". I think it was in women's pole.
Yeah.
And everybody was
doing like a world record. Wasn't it like a world record?
It was.
Okay. They had a few world records. Okay,
mm-hmm.
Can you name the sports that got the world record? Don't look it up. No cheating. No Googling. You just seen this and acted.
Brian, I just told you it was women's pole vault.
What now?
It was women's pole vault.
Right, but what else? There's more than one.
Well, we're not talking about those.
I'm not talking about those. Okay, but you can't use Google to look it up. If you watch the Olympics, then you will know what sports got world record. I can name 2. I can name 2 of them. I name 2. I can't name who exactly, but I can name 2 of them. Swimming was one. They got a world record, not just the gold medal, but a world record for the time. Oh, what's that noise?
Oh, that you're probably hearing my fan. But I don't think we got a record in swimming.
Yes, they did. If you have to look it up, look it up.
But no.
Record. And then in the was it the hurdles? The 200-meter hurdles world record.
Yeah,
or was it something else? Something else doing track. It was track though.
I know the mixed 4x4, we got records in the heats, but we couldn't calculate it in the final round. The Netherlands had to get that one. That day we either got silver or bronze on that one. And Noah Wiles, he was supposed to be like the best for the Americans, but I think something happened and he had to drop out.
Yeah.
It's like when you get to your last race, you hope for the best. And I think it was either in Rio. I think it was Rio when Usain Bolt was at that 4x100. He was supposed to be the last leg. And what happened, like after he got the baton and started running, everything just went backwards.
Amy, I do think that they did.
Well, that's a paramount possibility, Amy. Shoot, where's everybody at? We all just got Amy. Where's...
Well, that doesn't sound mean, though, Bobby. Come on, we don't just only have Amy. We have Amy.
Yeah. 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 Let's see.
I would say as being an explorer. Remember, I am Danish. I would be considered a Viking, if you will, with my heritage from Denmark, right? And
Yeah.
there were several factions of Danish or of Viking, you know, and some weren't good, some were bad. Uh, some were good though. Some were farmers, some were uh, settlers. Most were explorers, but there were the bad ones that would try to take everything from everybody. Again, it would be like the pirates, you know. Um, but as just a standard general explorer, and because nobody believes me when I'm talking about 850 uh, sailing across the world, around the world, and I can talk about that military career because you can't verify that. And I can talk about it if I want, and I don't have to verify it's real. So, anyway, uh, 850 and landed on the northeast coast of the mainland here, long time before Columbus. And but yeah, so there wasn't really any need for gold necessarily, except it was shiny. But it was valuable.
Get that mosquito out of here now.
What mosquito?
Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
I'm looking at it. You got a mosquito near you?
No.
I
No.
don't have one.
Get this giver of a bad virus out of here. Okay?
Oh. So anyway, gold. I think gold was, besides it being shiny, it didn't really become valuable until it so-called what I would consider. This is my personal, Bobby. We need to come up with a saying at the beginning of the video, and put one in the middle of the video, like halfway through the show, to let people know, hey, any opinions and viewpoints expressed by anybody on the show are their own opinions, not necessarily that of the station. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it, fact checkers. We're just talking and having a conversation. Nothing serious. No reason to fact check us. If we do say anything defamatory or anything cause anyone harm, please let us know that. But if we're just talking about crazy talk stuff that makes no sense, don't fact check me.
Yeah.
Again, what I'm talking about, 850 AD, there's no way to fact check that. Although there was Leif Erikson, right, or whatever his name was.
Well, Amanda will tell you. Amanda will tell you more about that.
But he was a Danish explorer that landed on northeast, like where I'm talking about. But yeah, Columbus was not the first one here. Okay.
I was told that the Egyptians, before you ever heard of Benjamin Franklin, was the one behind electricity.
Oh yeah, they had some kind of battery they used inside the temples, or what is now the pyramids, but there used to be like temples and things, right? Not necessarily pyramids, I don't think.
Yeah, it's probably to like do someone like to control the doors and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, for gold though, gold didn't become valuable. Well, of course, and most people get this wrong. You know, people think the gold rush started in California in 1849.
Hmm.
In reality, gold rush, I mean, historically, you can look it up. Gold rush actually started in North Carolina.
Okay, Amy. God damn it.
What, Bobby?
Was uh, um
Does a mosquito have a name? No.
yeah.
And a mosquito can be anyone you want it to be. Usually somebody you don't like. Like a fly.
No.
Like a fly. It would be somebody you don't like. So then, I don't know what you mean by. Are you hearing something, or what are you? What is going on there?
Um,
So then, before money was really readable, very available, gold became a way to trade, a barter. Bartering was a big deal. Now there's the economy we need right there. We need to go back to barter. All right.
what?
We're not going to talk about anybody's policies today because that speech I heard today was about insane. You'll have to go back and look at it yourself.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get into the particulars of what was said on her speech because it
Yeah.
was really stupid in my opinion.
Uh,
But beyond all that, the, the idea of bartering, though, the one who had the most got more, and then as you worked out things right, then everybody got some kind of wealth out of it if you did things right. As you traded up, you got more, you got the right things to trade for, this and that, and the other thing, you got different things to collect. You know what I mean?
yeah. Now I can understand putting caps on insulin if you got diabetes,
Yeah, I'm not talking
but
about that.
what about putting pricing caps on everything else? Try to get back to affordable levels.
Well, the only issue with that is you can't do that. We're we're a what is it? We're not a we're a free country. We have free enterprise. And remember free enterprise? What that means?
Yeah,
Not
free
the
enterprise.
not the Star Trek ship. No, free enterprise meaning business. We can pretty much do anything we want. We're not like some like if you go to China, you're stuck at what you're trained to do, and you have to do what they tell you. Okay. At least that's the way it used to be. If your family is in the medical field, guess what? You're a doctor or a nurse. Um,
Come on.
a lot of times, what are you doing?
That's-
What are you arguing about?
Um.
So, here in America, though, we can be a restaurant manager if we want to be. Even if our family said, "Oh, you should be a doctor." Nope, we're not going to be a doctor. We want to be a restaurant manager, right?
Yeah.
So we do what we want to do. We're going to be a lawyer. We're going to be this or that or whatever. It's called free enterprise. Okay. Um, in the way of, I wasn't going to go political, but just real quick.
Yeah.
Making one price, one thing, then what happens? Then the store ain't going to sell that one thing because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
So like what Dan Bongino was talking about, as a matter of fact, if you listen to him at all, he was talking about, well, if my mug costs $6 to make, and I can only sell it for $6, well, obviously, there goes your price problem. When you talk about fixing a price. All right. What are you doing there?
Yeah. I was. Yeah. So. Yeah. You mentioned about like if we put caps, it's not going to be right, right?
Right. And I don't know that she has, well, I don't know how Trump does it exactly, but he does know how to do that better. Okay. Because I think we were, in my opinion, I thought we were better off 4 years ago, with the exception of the incident that occurred, which we had no control over. But as far as income that we had and everything we were able to do, we weren't struggling. We were maybe a little bit, but for the most part, we weren't struggling compared to what we are now. All right.
Yeah. So.
Electric eels inside cars. Wait, those diagrams of what? And Bobby clicked before I got done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Electric eels. Well, still, that's ingenious. But they had some kind of battery thing that they had on a cord too. It was some kind of liquid battery, and they also had in the pyramids. They had on the below ground level there was a reservoir of some kind of fluid that would run through. They think it might have been something. Now, don't quote me on this and don't fact check me, please, because it makes no sense. And I'm just rambling on about absolutely nothing I know anything about. But if
Yeah.
you want to verify it and check it, then go right ahead. But don't
Yeah.
fact check me because I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but if you want to verify it, check it. And I think what some have said, this is, I believe the History Channel said this, it said it was mercury. And a lot of reasons that's why some of them didn't live were very much older than, how many years? Like 25 or 30 years old? Something like that. Mercury's very toxic. And it's good for what it does if you use it the right way. And how long have we had it in our thermometers in a number of cases? You know what I mean? And as long as it didn't break and it didn't burn us, we're good.
Yeah, it was told that the way we put waste, it's always going to cause problems regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, for phones and tablets, we can go to our local Walmart and we can get like a good, decent price for the phones. And it's supposed to be friendlier, but we really don't have a place anymore for like your computers,
All right.
which is sad.
Yeah. Because then really the only choice I have when it doesn't work right, the only choice I have is to replace it. I don't have any other choice. And maybe when I can find somebody that can work on it and they'll do it for nothing or for little to nothing. I mean, again, I'm on a fixed income. Okay. In my situation, the small payment that I have to make each month, under $100, by the way, actually under 70. Okay, can be okay. Price gouging can be legislated and rolled back. To answer your question, Harris addressed that in her economic speech today. Yeah, but okay, let's take that for an example. I wasn't going to name any names, but now that you did. Uh, she talked about, and what some of the people commented on, the panel of people that were talking about it, critiquing her speech, they weren't picking on her. They were actually critiquing it, going through point by point what was good, what was bad. And they talked about the $25,000 down payment assistance, And first thing they said was, well, where is that going to come from? Right, and I don't mean to have a monopoly on anything, and I don't mean to have a pricing war of any kind. Free enterprise is to be able to provide not necessarily services, but products and services possibly at a reasonable rate, and something that can be adjusted, and it can be adjusted according to how things are running.
Oh yeah, I like this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Of course, then again, he could be too tall and he can't reach his feet.
yeah.
He can't touch
Um,
his toes.
Now, here's
Plus,
the
he
thing,
might mess up his hair too if he does that.
right? If you're in a world of gaming, when Microsoft tried to acquire Activision Blizzard King, like those big three of the gaming, there were some issues.
Hmm.
They were able to clear out the issues, but they still got but the British government still has something to do it, and it still has something to do about the acquisitions. So they actually reason with the British government and like see the point is that in some games you're not going to be able to cloud stream on their systems. I mean you can, but it's not going to be what you do to think
So
because right
now,
now there are some issues with the cloud system
back to
that
the price fixing now.
yeah.
Back to the price fixing. Hey, Genghis, how you doing?
What's up, Genghis?
Now, let's say you go to, now I'm not a Starbucks fan, but let's just say let's just
Yeah.
say, what if you go to Starbucks and you go to, I don't want to call anybody out. Now, I'm not blaming Starbucks for anything. I'm just saying, using that as an example. All right, let's not have any names. Let's say Coffee Shop A. Coffee Shop A has their regular coffee. Well, it used to be a medium. Now it's a regular. The large is larger, but the large is going to be $6 for one cup of coffee. The regular is going to be $5 for a cup. Just as it, okay? Not necessarily. Remember, we're not talking Starbucks now. We're talking Coffee Shop A. All right.
Okay.
Now, what if the person in question that says she knows everything about economics comes back and says, okay, all the coffee sizes are one size, and it's going to be $6 for a cup of coffee.
Versus what Starbucks
Versus variable cup sizes and different prices. Or better yet, I don't know if you notice when you go to the store and the packages of things are a lot smaller. Yes, exactly, Genghis. Thank you. Yep. You're now again. I'm not an economic specialist. Don't quote me on this, please. This is just as if what if what if scenario. So don't quote me. Don't turn me over to the fact checkers, please. So I have noticed that we were talking about the size of Oreo cookies, right?
Yeah, or how much cookies you're gonna get in a bag.
In a package, exactly. And yet the same price, okay? Remember when they used to have, oh, I don't know, the package itself was a little bit bigger in size, and you had like different rows, I had like 6 rows of cookies, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you had the double stuff was really double stuff frosting in it. And I don't know if it had 1F or 2Fs. I don't really care about that. I just wanted a cookie. I don't care about how it was filled. But when I started noticing the size of the cookie, the size of the cookie was smaller than the original one. It was like, hold on a minute. This ain't looking right. And they're charging me this much more for this and less cookie. What's going on? Something ain't right, Bobby.
Yeah.
Something
Now,
ain't right. Now, talking about price gouging, that's what I mean by price gouging. You pay for a certain product and you expect to get a certain amount. Price gouging or price fixing. Now, if you look back at the historical fact of wage freeze, look up President Nixon. Look
Uh-huh.
up him. All right.
Okay.
Look up him. He tried to wage freeze. All right. Now, he also was in trouble for what?
Yeah.
He had an issue with Watergate, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
Everything
Uh,
just went backwards.
he had to resign.
Right. Well, yeah.
Okay. But now he didn't have to resign because of the wage freeze, but the wage freeze did not help him any. The wage freeze was a bad mark on his economic plan. All right. Just go back and look at history. Look at other countries that tried to, freeze the wage and freeze the pay and freeze how much something costs. Go back and look at the different countries. I can't name them all because I'm sure I'll get
Which makes
fact
me
checked.
ask. Which makes you ask this: how was Trump was able to keep everything in check, something that Biden would never did?
I don't know.
It's like some type of sorcery that
I don't know, but hey, how did he not have any wars? And the minute Biden took over, what happened? And don't go blaming. Oh well, Trump started it, so then
I mean,
Biden inherited.
I
Crap
think
on him.
everybody can call Trump Reagan 2.0 if one is off to say that.
Well, living under Reagan and voting for him twice, I would say it would be pretty darn close.
Yeah.
So.
It's just like when Bush came around. We're talking
And
about
living and voting for Bush, which might not have been the best thing to do, but yeah, that's because I vote a certain way and I don't change my mind for nobody.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
vote.
Bush, all he worried about is to get revenge at Iraq.
Yeah.
He wasn't too focused on anything else.
But on the one hand, one guy who said no new taxes, right? That was the second one, right? You said no new taxes. Who said that?
Microsoft. What do you say about Apple?
What do you mean they have Microsoft has a monopoly for what?
Yeah, but the question is, should the same should be said about Apple or
Google has monopoly.
yeah, you got Apple, Google, you might have Amazon in the mix.
See, it would depend on what you define as a monopoly. If they are intricate entities, meaning singularities. You know what a singularity is, right?
There's a lot of
It could be a singularity inside a company. And it's not necessarily a monopoly.
You can take up many of the big boys, both nationally and globally, that can be that they can pretty much get away with murder and still come up on top because you know how to do it. There's like Sony, that's like they got like their movie studios. They got the PlayStation, they used to have computers, consumer electronics. The only thing I don't see monopolization when it comes to gaming is usually Nintendo. Nintendo has always been its video games. And what now Nintendo was not a new company. It started way late in the 19th century as a trading card company which almost could not evolve until they were able to get the rights to sell a video gaming console at the Magna Box Odyssey, and they became stronger in the video game industry. And but now Nintendo has really, truthfully, doesn't have any competition. But then you got Sony and Microsoft. Sony with the PlayStation and Microsoft with the Xbox. They're trying to find out who can dominate. So they try to acquire these developers to say, "Hey, you want to make games for us?" And so yeah, so you have like when Xbox, I don't know about PlayStation. Somebody can buy it to quote me on PlayStation, but I know for Xbox they have Bethesda. They just recently got ABK. They're trying to build, both PlayStation and Xbox are trying to build up a subscription package. So you just pay one price and you can be downloading all these games that got available. It's supposed to be better, but it depends on where's your base at.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's interesting, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have a clue as to what everything means. All I know is I pay a lot of money for things, and I know that you know, we just did taxes, you know, and funny thing is I don't have to pay anything. The only thing I get any money back on though is my property tax, which is pretty amazing. So that's awesome. But that's money I put into it. You know what I mean? So I mean I have earned that as a return. So the whole idea of free enterprise though is that anyone can go out and start your own life dream, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
And you have the freedom to charge what you want to charge for it, whatever that is. Now, of course, if it's going to be higher priced than what somebody wants to pay for it, then obviously you're not going to sell any.
Yeah. It's just, I was just looking at the comments of Amy.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
and then it talks about like the food. Yeah, you hear lots about shrinkflation. It's like, and then the worst offender is having a product error. Like sometimes you get like a 2 liter and it's only and it's like half empty and half food full. Or sometimes you get a bag of chips that's supposed to be Doritos Cool Ranch. Where's the Cool Ranch? It's just a tortilla chip. I know.
Then it's like, oh crap! I
It's
knew I
like,
got the other kind. Darn it!
yeah, it's like you either got the nacho cheese Doritos or the Cool Ranch Doritos, and it's just nothing but there's no flavor in those chips.
Or the way that they package them, it's only a half a bag.
That's it. That's
Only
it.
half a bag of chips, and then they try to claim, oh, some settlement may occur. Yeah, right. Settlement might. What? Yeah. I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. Cherry picking.
I'm not necessarily what you said. Well, I guess I am, but I'm not. Not a hardliner. Trumper, but I'm not a Harris fan either. So there you go. But I'm
Yeah,
not
it's kind of like,
necessarily. If there was a third person that was worth anything voting for, I'd be voting for them. But there's nobody else.
yeah,
Nobody
that's
else
it.
here. We're kind of stuck, Bobby. We're stuck with who we're choosing. Whether we're
Yeah,
good, bad, or whatever, we're stuck with who we're choosing.
yeah.
And
Oh,
nobody
you
can
should.
hate me. Nobody can hate me for it. Nobody can hate you for it. Nobody can hate anyone else for it. That's what makes us great and free. That's what makes us a great country. Is that we can vote how we want to vote, and nobody can hate us for it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you
if
should take a
you,
look at Amy's comment about Apple.
yeah, if you hate, okay, same way only. Oh,
Oh, I thought it was.
yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, it's the same thing with Samsung. I have Samsung, and I'm used to Samsung. I'm not. I don't like Apple. I've tried using Apple. I mean, I can use Apple just fine, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like, yeah, we can have a choice when it comes to how we are going to get entertainment, either through smart TV apps or through some type of subscription
yeah,
or the rabbit ears that most people have outside of their houses. Or so yeah, it's just like no matter what you choose, you're either don't have to pay a price or you're gonna have to pay a price.
yeah. Or you can do what Kramer did on Seinfeld.
Well, and what is that?
Get the illegal cable guy from Russia to wire it up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, cable down. Oh my gosh, what's because I think it's impossible today to steal cable
Yeah, I think it is now. So,
because
and
now
now
everything
it's
is
actually now it's actually pretty inexpensive. You don't have to do that.
yeah.
So,
But then the technology changed to where you don't need cable. You just got to get like a smart TV app or get like a
yeah.
Roku or Android or Fire Stick box.
Or if you have any kind of a Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
or
that's it. That's it. And you can be still be watching the same stuff on
yeah,
cable.
pretty amazing. I know when I have a bad weather and my TV goes out, 'cause I have direct TV for the satellite. Sometimes bad weather will come along, and guess what? It connects right to the internet, and that is amazing. I got it set up automatically to connect right to the internet. As long as I don't lose power, as long as I have an internet signal, then I'm good. And
Now,
with that, I can even set up my phone. Like if I lose the internet signal, I can hook up my phone usually. Now, the only time I'm going to lose, pretty much, I'm going to lose the internet is if I lose power, or if the tower that supplies the signal loses power. Then I would have to use my phone. But in general, I can just use my internet though. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I like about the Red TV. Now when you get the Red TV, you don't have to get the satellite. You just get the internet for it.
And on my addition to my services, which it doesn't cost any extra, it's part of my package I have now. They expanded my package. I get Max, Cinemax, which I had Max on my phone through AT&T anyway, so it's not a real big deal that they give it to me. I already had it, but now it's actually included on my plan, so I guess that's better. I don't know. So
Yeah. Wireless companies like Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile,
yeah,
like when you sign up with them, You get like a year subscription of either Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, or Netflix, and it's just good for a year.
Yeah.
You get a new car with Sirius XM, it's good for a year.
Oh, mine wasn't. Well, mine wasn't new though. Mine was a couple of years old.
Well, we're talking about a brand new car. We're
Yeah.
not talking about any.
I got like 3 months for free, I think,
Yeah,
something like that, and it's not that expensive either. And
yeah. I can go back to Sirius XM if I want, but it will be just be the streaming for about $5 a month for 12 months.
see, now I like the Sirius XM because when I travel, like when I'm driving across the states, I can actually listen to the same channel all the way, and usually I do not have any interruptions in the signal. You know, like if you have a regular radio station, obviously that loses signal, and you got to get the next radio station, right?
Yeah,
But on the Sirius XM, you don't have to worry about that. It's amazing.
yeah. Just imagine everything just goes straight to streaming.
I do have that option where I can watch or listen to Sirius XM on my computer at home.
Yeah,
You know, or stream it on my phone. And so I do have that option. Pay a little bit more, but it's worth it, I think.
yeah, yeah.
All food products are contaminated with something. I'll say
It's just
contaminated with
like
something, and if you want to fact check that, I'm going to say all food products are contaminated with something. You don't know what that something is. It could be
yeah,
anything. It doesn't mean it's necessarily unhealthy. It just means that there's something in there that probably isn't good for you.
right.
And I mean, like this is Coke Zero, but Diet Coke has aspartame in it, which kills you. But oh well, you're gonna die anyway.
Um, oh well, duh. Everybody's gonna die anyway, regardless. It's
Yeah.
like you can't just
Now,
stop.
not gonna fact check me and say, oh, you said Coke Zero kills you. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, thank you.
Like,
I do think that if anyone is honorable discharge as myself, and of course veteran, honorable discharge for the country, then I shouldn't have to worry about medical ever. Never. I should never have to pay for a medical bill ever, whether it's connected with my service time or not. I gave 4 years of my life and I should not have any medical bills.
now, let me ask you this: do you really own the computer and the operating system that's built into the computer?
Huh. You didn't create the operating system. If you didn't create it, no, you don't own it.
Yeah, that's right.
You have
That's
a right to use it, obviously. They
you.
give you
Mhm.
they give you I don't know if it's even co-ownership. They give you the right to use it.
That's right. What gives you is just a license for you
Yeah,
to.
that's why you have to have a license. Exactly. Now, what I like about the new computer that I'm getting, though, something I didn't have, is I'll have a lifetime Microsoft 365 license, which is good.
That's right. You just get a license for all the stuff that you do use. And as and if you're paying by subscription, the more you pay that subscription, you're pretty much ready to go.
Yeah,
So with 360, well, like you said, Microsoft 365,
lifetime.
you got, well, yeah, you got Office, you got OneDrive,
And it'll have the whole thing, yeah, the whole, whatever they have included with it, yeah.
yeah. But then you can get like a premium version of Windows Defender
Yeah.
that can
Now, what I
expand your
wanted to know,
organization.
Bobby,
Yeah, go
here's a
ahead.
question for you. What I want to know is what would you recommend? I saw a program, but I don't really want to pay a whole lot of money for it, but there is options, I guess. If I'm going to have to pay for it, then I might as well do it right and get it done right. And if I try to do it with the cable, with my USB ports, I don't know if they're healthy enough to even have them connected to transfer the data.
Mhm.
But they have a program that I can get, but maybe you can look up. It's called Zen Files or something like that. ZINFILES or something like that.
Gin Fowls.
Z.
Fowl.
And it's for copying your computer to the new computer. Okay. Now I'm going from a 1 terabyte SSD. The new computer will be a 4 terabyte SSD. So plenty of room. So that's
Like
not an issue.
you're talking about like Norton Ghost, huh?
Well, it would be like that, but
It
it'd be
would.
copying it completely. I mean, I'll be getting a Windows 11 Pro with the new one. The one I have now is Windows 11 Home, I think. Let me
Yeah,
check.
because when I search for it on Bing, it's mostly like an open source project, but it won't be like what you expected.
Okay, no, I have Windows 11 Pro. Okay, I didn't upgrade to Pro. I have Windows 11 Pro on here. Okay. So I'm still going to be able to use this one, but I'm going to transfer all like my music files and everything, all my stuff I use all the time. I'm going to transfer it all over to the other one,
Yeah.
and then I can wipe this one clean and basically just have the operating system on here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then use the other one for the actual work computer, and have this one for backup just in case.
Yeah. Oh,
Um, well, I pay $90 a month for my internet.
mhm.
And for my phone, well, my phone is my connection. I need my phone, so that's a must
Oh,
have.
well, who still uses landlines anyway?
Well, I wouldn't use a landline. No, I had a landline for a while. I had a landline and a cell phone. That was just kind of crazy. That was when I was with CenturyLink. It took you a century to connect.
I think, truth to be told, if you were up to come and visit every single one of my apartments, of these apartments here, you will probably won't see a cable box connected to their TV. You might either see a Fire Stick or, like me, an Android box or a smart TV or a Roku, and that's how they get the content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I
So
mean,
we don't have cable TV, but you might see one with cable internet, DSL, or like me, 5G home internet.
yes, I have the broadband Wi-Fi, and then I have Direct TV,
Mhm.
and then I have my cell phone. So,
Yeah,
but hey, I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. It's still young enough to enjoy a little bit of life.
yeah.
But
You
if I
still
did,
got a dish for both. Like you have one for the TV, but the other one's meant for the internet, right?
yeah, yeah, there's a separate antenna for the internet, which goes to its own antenna. The Direct
Yeah.
TV is its own antenna, basically,
Yeah.
and
Well, so it's also known as proprietary fixed wireless.
yeah.
I mean, 5G home internet can be constituted as fixed wireless.
Well, this is 5G internet that I have,
Mm. Okay.
and so I mean it is good.
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, let me see something here while we're thinking about that right now. Let's take a look at my speed test, Bobby. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where did that go? That's gone. Usually I have a speed test right on. I just used it. Well, not recently. Going to speed test, Ookla speed test. Check yours, Bobby. Check your speed.
Yeah, I can check mine either on my box or on my phone. I'm gonna try using it on my phone.
Now, interestingly enough, I'm paying for 15 up and 15 down, and I have not gotten that yet. There goes my light. Now, what I have, Bobby, is 12.44 download and 13.57 upload. That's megabytes per second, by the way.
Yeah. But with my 5G, it varies. But right now, I'm getting like 178 down and almost 8 up.
Wow.
But that's through the speed test app on my phone. Now, if I was out to do one on my Android box, which I'm going to do right now, I just got to launch it and go.
So I couldn't go without the phone, though, Amy. I'd have to have the phone anyway. So, but the Mixler service for Errt is only $250 a year. There isn't really a monthly fee. There's only one payment per year. So anybody wants to donate any money towards that, $250 is coming up pretty quick. For this cost for StreamYard, we're looking at 628. I thought it was. Either 628 or 428. I can't remember now, but I thought it was 628.
But we all know that next was September, and unless it's switched around. We have StreamYard in September and next one in
Yeah,
October.
they're coming up. Yeah, at the same time. They're pretty much coming up at the same time. Um, I would appreciate some donations with that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so if I was doing it on my box, I get about 198 down and 8 up.
8 what?
Well, it's 198 megabits down and about 8 megabits up.
8 gigabytes?
Megabits.
Megabits. Okay.
Yeah, they usually do it by megabits.
Okay.
But you always see browser does it in megabytes,
Yeah.
which is not supposed to be the correct way of doing it. It's supposed to be usually megabits.
Right. All right.
Just imagine that if we have the ability to get up to 10 or 25 gigabits of fiber internet,
Yeah.
which is possible to either do India or Australia, but not here yet. Here with fiber, if we have the ability, we can get up to about 5 gigabits.
Yeah.
But we only go up to about 1 or 2 with our cable internet. Now 2 gigabits is in the planner for our cable internet. But right now you only just go up to like a gigabit down and about 40 megabits up. But your paying would be lower than in T-Mobile's home internet. See, I could still do cloud gaming with about probably a 70 or 80 ping. But usually when you go with Cox, it's about like like less than 40.
I should put my Venmo account on here too, so they can donate to Venmo.
Yeah. I mean, I got a Cash App, but I don't even use Cash App.
Yeah, I just figured out how to use Venmo, so I got that set up finally.
But what are your expectations for a quality life? You might be a little bit too late for it, but I still got time.
To live another 20 years without having to worry how to pay for things. So,
Yeah.
sad part is I don't have the ability to work like most people do.
Yeah, the reason why my mother put me on Social Security was the fact that if I was going to go back to work, I would pretty much be fired in about 3 days.
Oh, you don't want to do that. No.
I mean, when I was working at Walmart, it was hell.
Yeah.
It was okay at times, but sometimes it could be a living hell. I mean, I'll work my ass out, but if you don't know my limits, I'm just done. I could be breaking apart and die, and everybody still wants me. Each day when you're awakened, if you're vertical, sucking air, nobody's shooting at you, you have food, place to sleep, you're better than 68%.
Yep. I agree with that.
Well,
and that's why I moved away from the city, the big city, that is. So I don't have to worry about those things for the most part.
so curious, when did you move to Jeffers?
7 years ago.
7 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
June it was 7 years.
So Errt Radio was a Minnesota thing before it became a Jeffers thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I had it going when I was in Brooklyn Center.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been doing this a long time for the radio side of things.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we got 2 months of renewals coming up, and they're going to be big if everybody wants to keep these shows alive. I mean, so yeah, so go to earthreal.com, hit that big PayPal button because yeah, because like I said, and we're gonna say it again at the end of the show. But even if we even got 30 minutes though. The pros reminding you that you should continue listening and watching the Earth Radio on your favorite device on Mixler, Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Trovo, Odyssey, and Rumble. And with a glorious skip of $40 by going to real.com, hit that big PayPal button, you receive this nice glorious hat while supplies last.
yeah,
Because if you do not, I will come in my bumblebee. I will beam you up. And you better pray to your God because you don't know what's going to happen to you in your wallet. I will see you later.
I'm trying to figure out my. Oh, that's it right there. That's weird. Well, I guess if you just look up Venmo and you look up my name, you can find me on Venmo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
easy
like
enough.
I said, I got a Cash App too, but I don't use it. I mean, I mostly use PayPal now.
Yeah.
Do you still have a buy me a coffee, whatever?
I had that. I never knew how to use that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm already there. I don't need to do that. Okay. No. Okay, never mind that. Okay. Well, yeah. So I sure hope that England isn't watching us, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, we did have Genghis.
Yeah, but I mean, if England is watching us, they're gonna get mad at us, and they might have to come and arrest us.
Oh no. My uncle has too much with the law. Yeah.
Yeah, how's Blackie doing? Is Blackie still running around?
Yeah. I checked his paw earlier, and I'm not sure if it's gonna grow back, but yeah.
I don't know if they do, if they get pulled out like that. I'm not sure. Check that. See if there's anything on that or that. I mean, as long as it's not infected, then you're doing good.
Yeah.
And he's
We
not
even tried to
limping.
stop the blood with a melting black crayon as well.
Oh boy.
Just not sure how that is supposed to work if you don't have a blood stopper.
Hmm.
Like sometimes they put that clay just in case you go close to the vein or the nerve.
Yeah. See,
Wherever.
Amy, the quality of life. Let me see. I've owned cars, paying for one now. Um, this is officially my second house I've owned. So I think I've done better than a lot of people. And I've really had nothing to really just ownership of things, but I haven't really had anything to show for it necessarily. But about quality of life, I mean, I have my own house. Um, I've only had a little bit of water problems here with the flooding, but not bad. And nothing like the one down here, Waterville in Minnesota here. Oh man. But yeah, I've had several cars that I've owned over my years, and I don't own this one. I'm making payments on it, but still. Well, but in some places where you can't even own a car. You know, some places you can't even own a car, Bobby.
Yeah.
Some places you can't even own your own home.
Mhm.
And I don't want to live in a place like that. Okay.
I mean, every once in a while you might have a chance to own something, but at the same time, you really don't own it because every once in a while you still gonna have to pay. You still gotta like rent to your government with the
Pay,
taxes and
pay the
stuff.
taxes on it, yeah.
So, do you own everything? You just probably the answer to that is supposed to be more of a no.
Well, I'll have it paid off.
Government can come back and seize it.
No, I'll have it paid off in next year, and it'll be mine, and I'll own it.
Yeah.
Then if I decide to wait to move to Arizona, but I don't know, I might want to do that right after I get this thing paid off, and then trade up, and I'm trying to get more property, and in the middle of the desert somewhere.
I just gotta remember what Bill says if you do move to Arizona. If you're thinking about going back to Pine Bush again, you gotta do it by plane.
Oh yeah,
Because Arizona is gonna be like one end of the country and New York's gonna be the other end.
yeah, yeah. I know, and that might be a good way to do it then. And it would probably be closer to get to the airport too at the same time. So
Yeah.
yeah, just trying to even driving from here is difficult, but to drive to the airport here, you'd be driving a round trip. You're driving 6 hours to the airport and back,
Yeah.
and so you're already one third of the way to your location already. So what the hell? Just go ahead and drive. Uh,
Now
I
let
don't
me
like
ask
flying.
you. Okay, now if you do move to Arizona, and let's say you talk to Marianne Lobb about helping Mark with his telescope things, would you do it? Would you though
If
go in the middle of nowhere to fix his telescope or his communication devices?
well, I know where it is. I know where he has it, but he has that pretty much secured, uh, locked down because well, got to keep everything safe. You have a lot of equipment there, you know.
Yeah, but if you have the balls to do it, and Mark says, "Okay, you can come and help."
Well, yeah, and uh, if I had to be trained on how to work on it or how to fix it or how to do something, Marianne was there or Tara was there, I'm sure they could help as well. And if I learned how to do that and got it taken care of, then that'd be great. To have an extra set of hands and somebody else to help out, that respects the science of things and the the whole idea of the astronomy thing. You know, what most people don't really understand and appreciate. You know, they like all the pictures and everything, but they don't necessarily know or care about how much goes into the whole thing. I know because of what it costs. uh, so yeah,
Now, if you have the ability to live by someone that you know the most, what would it be and why?
but
Like
you
you
know
got,
what?
like you got Chris Stefano, Bill Forte in New York. You got Mark in Connecticut, Marianne Lobb in Arizona, Reddy Sutton in Las Vegas, I think it is.
Yep, yep.
If you was up to live by those people, which one you would pick and why?
Well, I want to not be where I want to be living in a place where there's no snow.
So you don't
Okay,
want to like go with Mark or Bill or Chris, huh?
that would be they would have snow. So, if I go to Arizona, that's why I said Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where I'm talking about, I'm looking at maybe a city or town called Prescott, Arizona. Okay, and what I'm considering is, um, even if there is snow there, because at the near the, I think it's near some mountains, foot of the mountains or whatever. So there might be some snow every once in a while, but nothing like here. Okay, and when it's summertime, it's really hot, and I know that, but I don't like the really cold winters here anymore. Okay, so I have to decide: do I like the heat better than the winter? And everyone that's in Arizona tell me, no, don't go to Arizona, it's too hot. And it's like,
Yeah, but that's where the oceanfront property is at.
and I've been in really hot weather, people. I know what hot is. I know
That's
what
fine.
hot is on several different levels. Okay. Um, when I went on my two Westbacks, Bobby, Westback is a duty tour that we do on the ship, and you go overseas. Okay. And my first trip, 1981, I went to Australia. Now, of course, Australia, you have to cross the international date line, which is where you go from the north hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. All right. So
Yeah.
you cross the international date line, and then you have to go through a initiation process called shellback initiation. We have
Hmm.
to go through a couple of procedures to get your certificate, so you can be part of the elite club called the Shellback. Uh, what was that? But anyway, um, in 1981, I was 20 years old in Australia. Now, going across the Indian Ocean, Bobby, in the hottest time of the year, we had 45 days of 125 degrees.
Hmm.
Now, do you know what a steel ship feels like in 125 degrees in a pot full of water boiling?
Oh wow.
It's pretty hot. You might as well be a, a piece of chicken boiling in a pot of water, you know? Serious, it was that hot. And they were actually cooking eggs on the copper spindle of the capstan for the lines on the forecastle of the ship. Of course, they cleaned it off first, you know.
Yeah, I think you told me that before as well, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it was hot enough to where they can cook eggs right on there, and that was incredible. I mean, I didn't eat them, but I know people did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I've been through that heat, which is a lot different than Arizona's heat. I've been in North Carolina, where I lived for 9 years, in the most humid air. Well, you have humidity where you are, Bobby. You know what I'm talking about. Your temperature and weather type is kind of like North Carolina and Georgia, that area. But North Carolina, I lived there for 9 years. You know, it's so hot. Heat is different everywhere you go. Uh, California, of course, born and raised in California. Lived in San Diego for a few years. But you're talking about 110 degrees, you know, easily. Now, I know Arizona's a lot hotter than that, some areas. But I was looking at some of the weather maps recently. Prescott seems to be one of the lower temperatures in the local area, which is cool. For me, that's where I want to go.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have the snowstorms that I have, you know, things like that. Plus, I think Arizona is my color of a state as well, so which is good, if you know what I mean by that. uh, the color of my state now is not red. Uh,
Yeah.
but,
Now let's go back to this comment.
well,
What else? What other quotes you may want to add that makes you be better than the rest of the world?
wait now.
Like not getting too sick would be one.
You got the wrong comment up there.
Well, I just wanted you to like add some more quotes. The one that like I thought sickness is one. You're not getting frustrated that you got to do a lot of more things. You're not.
Bobby, I'm missing your comment. Why did you show that one that you're showing?
Well, Ron, as I told you, what more quotations you want to add with the comment? What 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 more can you add that makes you think you're better than the rest of the world?
Oh, I don't know that I'm better than the rest of the world. I don't think that.
So I thought sickness would be one. You have support. That could be another one. You so I I just thought that you would have more than that. But anyway.
Well, sure I can, Amy. No, I'm not worried about that. I have
Just
Medicare after. I have Medicare. Who uses VA? And VA doesn't help you anyway.
yeah,
I know.
sometimes the VA is a joke anyway, if not already.
Now, the best thing that I do like what Trump did do, Trump did help us in that matter. All right. See, before Trump, we couldn't go to our regular primary doctor to get help if we're a veteran. Guess where we'd have to go? We'd have to go to the VA to get help. Okay. But because of what Trump did, he made it to where we could go to our primary care doctor and get the care that we needed. Okay. Instead of having to wait for the VA doctor.
Yeah.
That
That's
makes
why
sense.
we always have urgent care places now.
Right. Yeah. I
There's
mean, yeah.
two close by that I can go to.
But the thing is, like I said, I don't have to wait for the VA doctor. I don't have to drive to, you know, 6 hours to the office, to the doctor's office. So there's that.
Yeah.
But hopefully I would never need a VA hospital in the first place. So,
The same should be said about almost every single hospital that's not up to speed with the quality. I know even since um, when Archer's Medical took over our hospital in Morgan City, it's still not the greatest. But the ones that but the like the if you go like either Baton Rouge or New Orleans, they're supposed to be much better than the one here.
now, in everyone's opinion, did we talk about anything worth fact checking? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Uh, so check that out. If we said anything out of turn, everything was said within our own opinion, and don't take everything so damn serious.
yeah,
Now, have you noticed an interesting topic? I don't know if you noticed this. I've noticed a lot more commercials with flying saucers in them, Bobby. Why
damn,
is that? Why is that? Is that a disclosure type of scenario that they're bringing in the flying saucers and did a little commercial skit, and they're thinking, oh, that's a good way to promote us, right? You seen the
yeah,
one with the Oreo cookies? We were talking about Oreo cookies before. Oh, you twist it to the left and it's real, and then it's like twist it to such right and you never seen it. Seen what? And then they act like they never seen a UFO. Or then it has the Subaru commercial, I believe it was. The UFO was stealing the car. And said, well, get your own car, don't take mine. So, yeah, more and more UFO commercials are coming out as if it's a normal thing to see, you know. They're going to try to pass it off like, oh, this is everyday deal, don't worry about it.
all right.
But the main thing I got to do, Amy, is I got to figure out how to get the opportunity to exchange the property value. So maybe with any luck, my house here is worth a little more than the one there. I don't know. I doubt that. But it is worth more than when I moved in here, though. So the property value has gone up. So that's a good thing. But I don't think it's worth more than the one in Arizona that I'm looking at, or some of them. But trying to get something close to the value of this house and kind of like trading in and trading up or whatever. I got somebody that's willing to do that. So we're looking into it. And it's just a matter of getting this one done. And then I can say, hey, it's mine. I can do what I want. And I can go to my final resting place probably at that point. So at least final resting place on this planet. Because after this round, as I said before, I'm changing the rules after this round. And I am done. When I clock out this round, I am clocked out permanently. Done. No more human life, no more earthbound. I am checking out. And yep. I told my guides this, and I told everyone that's listening right now. And I'm telling anyone that's listening who's in control of the assignments. I want the new assignment. I've been here on planet Earth too damn long. And it's pretty crazy right now.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't want to have to see how it ends, and I don't want to have to come back.
yeah.
And so that's that. So that's my rule. I'm changing the contract, and I have that right at this point.
I'm not sure about that, but well, we did have Genghis, but at least we did had Amy that.
Amy kept us entertained with some of the questions. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, so thank you, Amy. Genghis was here.
And for everyone who missed it, shame on you.
Yeah, that's how it rolls, babe.
But there's a lot of other stuff to watch, I suppose. So they're busy watching other things, or maybe they're just busy traveling, doing things. I know
Or
some
probably
people.
hitting a sack because we gotta get up in the morning.
Yep. Made what happen?
Yeah, he's talking about like the BA reform.
Oh, that wasn't Trump? Was that the fact check I messed up on?
You just got your ass fact checked,
Oh
bro.
no. I'm sure I'll hear about it now. You said something on your. All right. I redacted. I redacted. They can redact it, right? I redacted.
It's difficult, but yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, Obama made that up then. Well,
Hey,
thank you.
at least he wasn't alone for that one.
At least Obama did something good, and so
Yeah. But as long as we got a divided Congress, nothing's gonna get done.
yeah.
You still got the Senate at 50-50. You but regardless, and you still got.
See, I don't know why I thought Trump had did that. 'Cause I do remember he was bragging about it, but then again, who knows? Maybe he was just referencing the fact that it was done. I don't know if he was. Did he say he did it, or did I make that up? I don't know.
I have no idea, but
But I'm glad it's been done, though. Okay. So that would probably be the only good thing that Obama did for us, in my opinion.
well,
Oh, well.
no,
Sorry
I
about that.
would say minutes or something, but
But we'll be all right. No, I don't think it's anything too major of any.
I mean we get them, but Mr. Blabbermouth has got to have the final say.
Bobby, you're talking but no sound. I hear you.
Probably my volume controller again.
I hear him fine. Oh,
Yeah,
now you're too loud.
yeah.
What happened to your headphones?
Because everything gets okay to me. It's probably something wrong with your. Because if you can hear Ron, I know you can hear me.
Yeah. Now she's gonna start being like Marco. Remember Marco with us?
Yeah.
Remember Marco would always say that?
Did you not know we had to ban a troll for just reporting that they can't watch or see us? But it's not here, but it was a different community.
Oh,
He did it for about 3 weeks, and the op decided, well, I'm done with you.
okay.
And then he came back trying to abandon me, and I laughed his ass with a
And
hammer.
the crazy, Bishop Long was sitting there. Don't call when I'm on the phone already. Don't call when I'm already talking on the phone, right?
Right?
So he's on the call with that guy trying to tell a story. Okay. And then an idiot calls back again. And it's like, didn't you just hear him say he'll let you know when to call? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, people, have some common sense. You ruin it for everyone, you know?
Yeah, because Bishop Long, he's got multiple devices, and sometimes that's hard for him to do.
Yeah. I do think I like that idea that the one guy suggested was to have him, like if I wanted to call in, then message him, and then he either calls me or I call him, at a certain time, and then that's it, and then just timed a certain way,
Yeah.
So, yeah, 'cause I was thinking, well, why don't they do it with the soundboard like Bill does, or with the different lines, But I guess we can't do that with the other computer running. It's a little hard. So
Yeah.
we don't take call-ins either.
Yeah. So anyway, it's getting up to 2 hours. When I
All
did
right. Yeah,
maybe,
2 hours of talking about nothing, Bobby. What's going on?
yeah, we need to get somebody here.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll try to do better next week. But for any fact checkers out there, I redact any comments I made that were not factual. And for any errors that I made, I apologize for that.
Yeah.
and hopefully we won't get hit.
Yeah, I hope it's not worse than when BBC had technical issues because of a power fail or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I was talking at the beginning when I had one of Charles' videos from Survivor Circle removed from my channel.
Yeah.
And it was like Charles hasn't been on here like for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And just kind of weird that they'd be worried about it way back whenever that was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, what would they be talking about? Medical? What? I mean, yeah, they did have stuff that they talked about dealing with medical stuff, but usually it was facts. So,
Yeah. Well, anyway,
all right, yeah, go ahead and run it, and wrap up, find your favorite ones.
yeah.
Put out
Here
there.
we go. Here we go. Uncle, I'm trying to do a show. And as always, Dr. Bros reminding you that you should continue listening and watching the Earth Radio on your favorite device on Mixer, Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Trouble, Odyssey, and Rambo. And with tutorials skip of 48 hours, if I go to real.com and hit that big PayPal button, you'll receive this nice, glorious hat while supplies last. Because if you do that, I'll come my bumblebee. I will beam you up, and you better pray to your God because you know what's going to happen to you and your wallet. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true, Amy. But now the funny part is someone who was caught was saying the same line that he said and that he's been talking about for months. And then all of a sudden she's trying to take credit for that idea. So we won't get into it, but that's a whole nother show. So for now, thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Amy, for keeping us awake. And we'll see everybody on the next one. Bye for now.
All right. Thank you for watching.